Hey guys, Marlo back again with another video, and today I have some of my Neca Toys Universal Monster figures. I've been collecting the series for a while. Of course, I picked up Frankenstein in the beginning, followed by, I think, the Mummy, then the Wolfman. Those are in storage at the moment, but I recently got the Invisible Man, as you can see here. Here is his, what do you call it, his box flap, I guess, from the Ultimate style boxes. You know, they all come with that flap. I just cut them off to save space, and you can see the nice product image there of the Invisible Man, but I like to save the flaps because they're nice poster art for, you know, backdrops there. And you can see the Invisible Man here with his accessories. Comes with 2 extra heads, some goggles, a hairpiece that you can see there, some gloved hands, and 3 extra noses, which I'm kind of surprised they included. Don't know why they needed to do that, so if anyone knows, please let me know about the noses. And then we have Dracula here. With his accessories. He looks really cool with his cape. He comes with 2 extra heads as well. You can see the extra hands there. The bottle of, I think it's wine, but maybe it's blood. As you can see in the cups, they're kind of reddish, so most likely blood. Some kind of a dish there, of course a candle. And he has a stand for the flying bat, which I've already snapped in 2, as you can see there. I had to super glue it, so be careful with that stand. It's quite fragile, that clear plastic pole. And again, with him, I cut the artwork off of the Ultimate box. Oops, dropped one of the cups already, but that's the artwork on the other side of the product image, and of course the front, which is a great classic poster image of Dracula himself. So anyways, that's a quick look at those 2. I mean, I'll try to give you some more looks in a second, but I mostly wanted to sort of unbox some new additions which I got in the past couple weeks. First of all, we have the Bride of Frankenstein. And this is what I'm talking about with the Ultimate style boxes. You can see an image there of the product inside. Some more images at the back. And of course, like all the Ultimate style boxes, here is that flap door, which I like to cut out and save since I can't really store all these boxes. And you can see the figure housed neatly inside with all of her accessories. Looks like she has, what, 2 extra heads as well. Not sure what that little piece is there. And yeah, some extra bandages and hands. And yeah, I will be keeping the flap to this figure as well to show off and keep on display with my collection. So after the Bride, I picked up the Creature from the Black Lagoon, and I managed to get all of these from Best Buy. They've been good about getting a bunch of Neca Toys lately. So just like the others, some nice classic poster artwork at the front. Here is the side of the box. Some nice product images there at the back. And again, the flap door, which reveals the figure inside, as well as a great product image there of the Creature from the Black Lagoon swimming. And you can see his accessories, the extra heads, hands. Pretty cool. So, last but not least, I just got this in today, again from Best Buy. I got the Phantom of the Opera. Great classic poster artwork there at the front. Side of the box. Back of the box. Again, more cool product images of the figure inside. the other side, and let's reveal how he looks in box. And again, you can see a great product image there of the figure. And you can see he comes with not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 heads total. Wow. So definitely a lot of accessories with this guy. Most specifically the heads. So you can see the hands. And I'm not sure what oh, that's a hat actually. And looks like he might have a cape in the back as well as a cane, I believe. So, yep. So without further ado, well, let's look at the credits while we're at it. At the bottom of the Black Lagoon, these are the credits, if you're wondering. These are the people involved with the making of the figure. The barcode, just in case. Phantom of the Opera. Those are the people involved with the making of this figure. And again, the barcode, just in case. And last but not least, with the bride. And once again, the barcode. Alright, so let's get these new figures unboxed. And we'll take a closer look at all of them side by side with my previously opened figures to see how they stack up next to each other on display. Alright guys. Okay guys, so here we have all of the figures out of their boxes, and we'll take a closer look at both. First of all, in the back are the backdrop pieces that are in each of the boxes. Depending on how cool they are, you know, I might save them or I might discard them. With the bride, it's nothing too special in my opinion, so probably going to get rid of that one, but I kind of like the creature's backdrop, so I'll probably save that. And this one's kind of cool too with the Phantom figure. It looks like that could work well with some other figures as well, so I'll probably save the last two backdrops as well as the front flaps of my boxes. So, you know, as a collector with too much stuff, you know, you can only keep so many things. So moving on to the bride of the Frankenstein, here are all of her accessories. You can see she comes with some bandages, some extra open hands, her screamy face, and her face wrapped in bandages. Hopefully that's focusing okay. And this extra piece here, which I didn't really know what it was in the package, is basically a face cover. So I guess, you know, these go over her eyes, something like that. It's been a while since I've seen the movie, but I'm guessing, I guess she had that reveal where they took off some of the bandages and then she could see for the first time. And just in case you're wondering, this piece also fits over the regular faces as well. If you wanted some extra freaky looks, just trying to do this with one hand, so it's a little tricky, but it does sort of work. Sort of a rough idea there. And that looks even creepier in my opinion. Seeing a woman's face with these bandages like that. So, I don't know, just a funny display option for you guys. And yeah, just a really great sculpt there. I believe it was Trevor Grove that did the sculpt. Great paintwork. And of course the head that she comes in package. The one we're probably more familiar with. Basic bride look there. And then moving on to the creature from the Black Lagoon. My favorite of the Universal monsters. He comes with 2 extra heads. A bunch of extra hands, as you can see there. And you can see this one is sort of a aggressive clawed looking hand. You know, kind of in that, you know, aggressive look. This is more open, maybe for swimming. And these are kind of, I don't know, what do you call these? Kind of like a pointy finger type hand pose, I suppose. And they kind of repeat for both sides. Basically the same thing. The heads, you basically get an open mouth version, a closed mouth version, and I don't know, this one is basically a closed mouth version. If you're wondering why they look so similar, it's because this one actually has articulation, which is kind of cool. So you didn't really need all those extra head sculpts, you know, but it's cool that NECA included them. So if you wanted the open mouth, you can see they're slightly different, but I kind of dig that you can articulate the mouth on this guy. You can have it like maybe not all the way open, or not all the way closed, but partially open. Let's see, somewhere in between maybe. Again, I'm trying to do this with one hand, but I don't know, you get the idea. So he'll look a little bit different, but yeah, I think the figure should have basically just come with this articulated mouth head sculpt on the body. So I'm probably going to display it with that, so I don't really need to bother with the other heads, since this piece can pretty much get all of the you know, expressions and looks of the other head sculpts. So pretty cool. Love that articulated mouth, and the undersides of the hands, you know, just as detailed with all of those crazy scales and details underneath. So anyways, that's my favorite Universal monster. You can see all of his details. I thought the chest and the abdominal area here should have been maybe a yellowish color. So kind of strikes me odd as being a dark green like that, or, you know, all green. I expected a little more yellow. And the back of the figure, of course the original movie was in black and white, but I don't know, in my head I think I've seen too many other images where it seemed like he was more yellow in the front area there. I think I have a 12-inch scale figure that has him with a little more yellow in the front area. Last but not least, we have the Phantom. Really creepy face. Have him with his cane in hand, and he comes with the extra cloak or cape, the hat, and like we saw earlier, 4 extra head sculpts for a total of 5. So you can see the different expressions there, really crazy looking, and some extra hands. And the cool thing about the cloak, some really nice material there, has a kind of nice sheen to it, and it's also wired. So I'm digging that. So you can get some crazy poses with the cape. So we'll see how that looks. The collar is sort of a plastic piece that'll fit over the shoulders there, so you're gonna have to pop the head off to get that on, I'm guessing. Dracula is pretty much just didn't have a wire and fell nicely, just like the bride's here. Doesn't really need any wiring. But underneath the bride, just to show you some of the details on her, she's basically fully wrapped in bandages, basically a female mummy underneath. So you can see her there. Oops, there you go. Trying to give you guys a good look. Fully wrapped. Hopefully it's focusing okay. And yeah, that follows all the way through to the back. So I'll show you a better look at her with the gown off. But yeah, we're more familiar with her with the white gown. And of course, let me see, why is this? Okay, I think I'm zoomed in too much. You can see some of the strings there that are tying her gown together. So hopefully, oops, probably going to be hard to stand now. Okay, got her to stand okay. So these are all 3 side by side. Before we get into some of the articulation and other details, let's see how tall they each stand. Wow, let's see. This is going to be a little tricky, but you can see the bride is, looks like just about 7 inches. The creature will stand, where's he at? More around 8 inches, being the tallest. And then we have the Phantom again being just a little over 7 inches, since these figures are basically in the 7-inch line. I think that is pretty accurate in terms of having them all sized up. Alright, let me switch out some of the parts, maybe show you some different looks of each of the figures, and we'll close the video. And here we have the 3 figures, slightly posed differently, the bride with her gown off, just to give you guys a look at what she looks like underneath. Have some of the bandages draping off of her. You can place those in different places wherever you wish. Have the mask over her face just to give her that extra creepy look, but again, you don't need to do that. Let me zoom in. Yeah, but you can take that off if you wish to reveal, yeah, that screaming bride face. Oops, there goes my phantom, but you can see he looks pretty creepy with the head there. Have the hat lowered down, have his cape posed up with the wires flowing in the wind. So that's the Phantom looking pretty creepy there, as you can see, striking a pose. Reminds me of Michael Jackson. And then, of course, my favorite, the creature from the Black Lagoon. I switched out the head for the one with the posable mouth that opens up. And he's just an overall great figure. A lot of the joints are well hidden. Just to give you guys a quick overview. So, of course, the head's on a ball joint, rotates all the way around. Arms go around. Of course, the hands are swappable, so you know, they're going to rotate all over the place. But you can see the different joints there are well hidden in the elbows, as well as the shoulder area. And then for the chest, you can see the joint there. You have a little bit of crunch there, the lower waist. There's the joint there. The legs do go out, as well as forward. Double hinge at the knees. Again, well hidden. You have swivel at the ankles, as well as a bend at the feet. So just some really cool hidden articulation points on this figure. Well done by Neca. And with the big feet, he does stand a lot more easier than some of these other figures like the Bride. He's a little bit trickier with the smaller feet, but you know, not too bad. Let me see if I could swap out the head sculpt. It's quite easy on this one. Let's see, maybe not as easy with the one hand, but pops right out like that, just a little peg, and we can put in the mummified head like so. And to give you a look at that, there she is. She looks like a whole new character that way. And let me get the other 2 Universal monsters that I have out so far to give you guys a look at all of them all together. And here is one final look at all of the Universal monsters by Neca that I have out so far. Again, I'm missing the Frankenstein, werewolf, and the mummy, which I got earlier and have in storage, so I got to dig those guys out. But for the meantime, these are the latest additions, and they look like they're out having a party, having a good time all together, dancing and just trying to look cool. And you can see how they all size up against each other. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, give it, you know, a thumbs up. Be sure to ring that notification bell. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Keep on collecting. That's it. Take care. Bye-bye.